back, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. Check 41. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Run you over. Shift. Watch the shift.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Breeze. Completes it to Hearns. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist. Hey, easy.
They run it here with Gordon. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Ready.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You kill. 49's the mic. Watch 49. No gain on this defense. No gain.
To throw is Breeze. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Caught by Wilson. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Come on, fellas.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, number 28.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Check. Check 50. Check 50. Hatchet. Half. Mike 28. Mike 28. Here we go, D. Monday. Here I come.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He finds Yeldon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert, alert, alert. Check 59.
Now Allen. Open man here is Foster. A really nice gain of 25 yards. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well. Signed with the Bills in May of 2018 and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38.
I got motion.
Allen to throw once more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good. That rush coming, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. To try again after the sack. Allen. And that's complete to Brown. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
He's coming to you.
To throw, it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Al Woods in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Hey, kill!
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the gun on third down, Breeze. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here now, Roberts. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Deuce.
Pass 85. Pass 85. 25.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Too little, tap. Share. Hey, alert 3. Kill. Shit.
56.
Bang.
Throwing on 2nd down, Allen, and he's going to have the connection to Foster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Switch. Let's go. Check 52's the mic. Hey, I'm coming. Switch.
5 wide.
52's the mic.
Pass.
Here we go, D. All day, D.
On 1st down, Allen.
Switch gears.
And that's going to be intercepted. The All-Pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Break it down.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Pass.
Check pass.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You're not ready. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Wide.
Hey, home.
Get wide. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Out.
Middle. What's that?
Now Allen to throw again. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Here I come. 6 guys. Check 6.
Half 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
Alert.
Check. Switch. Motion, I got one. Kill.
Regular. What's that?
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get that ball.
What's that?
Throwing now is Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Alert.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
What's that?
Here's Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the Dolphins' 10-yard line.
Mike 50. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Win the rep. Let's go right here. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now Allen again. Forced out to his left. And it's a Bills touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Let's go, D. Watch twist. Watch twist. Shift. Hey, kill. Under 10.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down.
And now it's blocked. And now the Bills have it. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Gordon. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 31-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Kill.
Here's Breeze to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 now. Allen, that one complete to Yeldon.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Bring it. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go. 29 is a Mike.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And able to find John Brown. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Down 80.
Mike 29. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going.
Off 52.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Check 24. Check.
Alert. Check.
Allen. And John Brown's got it complete.
Here comes the ball.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Mike 29. Here we go. Double tight, guys. Double tight. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. On the screen, this is Cannon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills have come back to regain the lead. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Breeze. Airing it out for Hurns. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Open man, here's Foster. It's a gain of 35. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So, two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
29 is the Mike.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Come on.
Now Allen. Got a man. It's Brown. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good for Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To the air, Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go, go.
Rush in.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Rush in.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. He got 29 yards that time.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike, right in! Middle.
Motion.
On first down, Cannon. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Allen to throw it. And this one caught by Beasley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Mike, 28. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here I come again.
Hey, easy.
41's coming. 41.
Here we go. Check.
41, Mike.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready. Yellow lady.
I'm coming.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
Ready. 5-8.
You remember me. Let's go, baby.
Check. Sammy.
Hot. Check 43. Chef.
Now Gordon on first down. And an alley to run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready. Yellow lady. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Over.
Lucky. Kill.
Easy, opposite.
Kill, turn up. Schechter.
Hey, kill.
Joker.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Ready? You ready?
Check 41. Double dog. That's the way. Check 37. Check.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. To return is Roberts. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And the 49ers have moved out in front in that game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Allen going to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brings up 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Allen now looks to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check 26. Check 26.
Don't let him. Hey, orbit.
Breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Hey, tight.
Jam. Motion.
No, it's
From the gun, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Pauschka's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Check 50. Check 52's the mic. All day. All day.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
52's the mic. Watch Mike.
To the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Ready.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Ready, catch.
Now Breeze. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Miami.
Ready.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Hey, easy.
A toss play, Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Ready.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
You better be afraid of me.
To throw is Breeze. Wilson's got it complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Ready.
Breeze now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Check safety, check safety.
Easy, opposite.
Breeze now. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Let's go, baby.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And the Dolphin first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go. Out. 52. Coming to you. Coming to you. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Now Allen. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs, needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2 is not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think.
218, chopper.
Check, 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 check.
Alert, alert, alert.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the safety creep.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Alert.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
Hey, exit.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Hey, Mike 52. Go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Back to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike 29.
Hey, Delta.
Allen to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Over. 40. You're good. By 4, ready.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So a victory here.